from beautiful Coors Field here in Denver, Colorado. It's going to be a scorcher out there today. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Colorado Rockies.
And now, please welcome.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Colorado Rockies.
All right, just about set to go. And on the mound today, Germán Marquez. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
All right, ready to go here. This is Corbin Carroll.
Right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
Fastball in for a strike, and away we go this afternoon. Here's 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Here's Ketel Marte. Swing and a foul out of play. Carroll aboard here at first with nobody out. Popped up to the left into foul ground. One down. Let's take a look at our lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Josh Naylor at the plate and takes high there. That one close, ruled a ball, and it's 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Marquez over to first. Carroll back on a dive. Man at first, one away. And misses inside. And a pitch. That's in there. Now 3-2.
Oh boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Headed towards the corner. Hauls it in for the out. And there are two down.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Gordon Guriel Jr.
Here's Guriel. And it's fouled away. Two outs. Runner on the go. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Fastball is outside. And strike two. Runner at second, two down. The next offering misses, and it's 3-2. Jake McCarthy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
First and second, 2 outs. McCarthy getting ready to hit. That is upstairs for ball 1. There's the strike. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air to left down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The 1-2. In the dirt. Tag safe. And a wild pitch, and both runners are in scoring position.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two on, 2 outs. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Coors Field. And today's starting pitcher, Corbin Burnes. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, his main pitch is that cutter, and he will use it to jam guys, especially opposite-handed matchups. And then, same-handed matchups, just trying to miss the barrel of the bat. He's just got to make sure that he doesn't start it over the heart of the plate, because then it can go right into the sweet spot of the bat. When it's right, it's got late horizontal movement. So he's...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And that drops in for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that is in for a strike. 0-2 now.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher.
Now this is through for a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
One out, runner at second. Michael Tolia will hit next. And he takes a strike. Man at second. That one misses, and it's 1-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And that misses. And a count 2-1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right into the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here. That one finds the zone. Strike one. And that one cutting but missing down low. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Gurriel handles the chance, and that ends the inning. Rockies score first with this solo homer. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Denver, second inning set to go. And now here is Eugenio Suarez. Suarez goes 5 feet 11 inches, batting sixth in today's lineup. And he was born in Venezuela. Marquez back to work. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Next pitch is outside. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent. So you got to stay ready up there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Doyle on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One away.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Pavin Smith.
Pavin Smith now at the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a breaking ball misses outside. Outside low, 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Close but called a ball. And now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
On the ground, right side. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. That was a really close one down the line. Just barely kept it fair, but did a great job of turning on that inside pitch and ripping it for a double.
One out, runner at second. Next to hit, Gabriel Moreno. That one's upstairs, ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Right through there for a strike. Hit hard, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now, Geraldo Perdomo misses inside. Ball one. Late with the swing there.
1-1.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here at the top of the second. The shortstop takes the ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
That one pulled foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs.
1 ball.
This one in the dirt. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark. Now
Rockies,
here's Nolan
left
Jones.
fielder, Nolan Jones.
And ball one.
1-0.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Tyro Estrada to the plate. Inside, ball one. One out, base is empty. So 2 balls and no strikes. That clips the corner. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. And it remains 2-2. That's inside. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
2 outs, base is empty. Sam Hillier digging in for the Rockies. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1. Nope, that's a ball.
2 outs, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Missed
That's
inside with the curve.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's a full count.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Again is the power hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Let's go, Rockies!
Just missed.
No, that's down.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Right side, hard hit. Whips it to first. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Here's Josh Naylor. Flied to right his first time. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Bouncer to second. Sends it to Tolia. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Now batting, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Let's go, Rockies!
On the corner for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Way upstairs, and now it's even 1-1. Just missed. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They still trail 1-0. Back here at Coors Field as we go to the last of the third. Now the Rockies catcher, Jacob Stallings. In there at the knees. Strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. He's already homered here in this one. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-0. That one deep left field, and forget it. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
So one out, nobody on. Now the number 2 hitter, Ryan McMahon. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Foul ball. Burns, a Northern California native. He was a 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he played alongside an outfielder who eventually made it to the majors. Yeah, that guy's name was Tony Gonsolin, made it as a pitcher. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. That misses. 1-2 to count. That's down and in. One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. That missed by a lot. Full count, 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Tovar batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And there's a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground, right side. Slides for the stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Denver, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Jake McCarthy.
Let's go, Rockies! Come on, Rockies!
Late swing, foul to the left. And the slider just misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
The 1-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Fly to center his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Marquez over to first, and he dives back in safely. That one found hard the other way. Runner at first with no outs here. And that's a fair ball. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Fastball for a strike.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots. Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can.
Ground ball could be 2. Fired to second, and a run scores on the double play.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Here's the catcher to hit, Gabriel Moreno. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Fought off foul. The 1-1. Foul ball there. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. But they push across 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors and no one left on. And midway in the 4th, it's the Rockies 2 and the Diamondbacks 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and now the first baseman, Michael Toglia. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Next offering is fouled back. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie. You can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
KB takes low. And now 2-0. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Gurriel sizing this one up, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Rockies, left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Nolan Jones. Struck out swinging his first time. Check swing went around, and that is strike 1. Swings through that.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two outs. Missed inside with the curve. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Offense held in check there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Rockies 2 and the Diamondbacks 1. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. Now, Geraldo Perdomo. Marquez back to work. Upstairs.
Oh, that's too high.
And that's ball one.
You know, these D-backs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Next one misses, and that's ball three.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
There's a strike. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Now batting, right fielder.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. And fouled off. Nobody out, runner at first. In the dirt, and 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
One and two now, and that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Ketel Marte in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him out front for strike three.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. Activity in the bullpen. Justin Lawrence getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Alexander, a left-hander, also throwing. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1 now. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the fifth. And that is out of play. Inside, and that's ball three. Josh Naylor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball four, 2 aboard.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Here's Bud Black towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change here. German Marquez is done in this one. Not his best performance, but he leaves with the lead. And we'll get a new arm into the game after this.
Now pitching.
The left-hander on now, Scott Alexander.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
First and second, 1 out. And now it's Josh Naylor. That drops in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Fly ball down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. This one chopped to first. To Tovar. He's out. Back to first, and it's over his head. But no one moves up as it's backed up nicely there. Around from second is the tying run.
Well, it's always a
Now
tough
batting,
double play to
left
try to
fielder,
turn right there, and the hitter
Jr.
knows that. He's going to hustle all the way up the first baseline to prevent it. Nice job of getting that run across.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's 0 for 1. That's too low.
Touchdown.
And that's ball 1. Alexander, 35 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2010. Naylor off of first with 2 away. Next pitch is
that ball went out.
outside. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to Tolia. Out number 3. A run, a hit, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back here at Coors Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Tyro Estrada. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now Sam Hilliard. There's a strike. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. He's under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher
Jacob Stallings now went down on strikes his first time through. Burns with a move to first, and he's back in safely. Misses off the plate. Ball 1. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
That pitch was pretty far outside, further than he was set up, so kind of a tough one to handle, but still something he knows he should have had since it bounced off his glove and got away.
Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Ground ball to the right side. Has some trouble with it. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they end up with a runner at third.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle. That's out to center field. McCarthy sizes this one up, brings it in, and that will end the inning. The Rockies strand one, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Back here in Denver, top six. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Jake McCarthy.
Let's go, Scott.
That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Luis Peralta getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Halverson getting loose as well. And a bunt back at the pitcher. Tosses to first. They handle the bunt and get the out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit. And when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or can be bunted right back at a position player.
Suarez stands in now, looks at that one inside. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Not close with that one, and now 2-0. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back, and it slams off the bottom of the wall. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch just misses. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Suarez over at second, one down. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed. Gabriel Moreno in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
2 on, 1 out. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 2. Edge of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Ground ball right side, and it stays fair. Around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-2.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. This one could be trouble. One run's in. Moreno around third. Now a relay to the plate. The tag, and he's out.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. 1 for 3. On the ground to third. McMahon fires over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Rockies 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. There's Ryan McMahon now.
Ryan McMahon.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. All these Rockies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next offering is down low. Cut on and lifted in the air. Carroll on the move. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. There's a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Next one in the dirt. Sliced hard but foul.
Make it count. Let's go. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, out towards left center. They got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Rockies, first baseman, Michael.
Here's Michael Tolia. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We're through 6 full. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Rockies 2.
Now pitching.
Here's
for
a
the
new pitcher from the
Rockies.
pen, Justin Lawrence.
Number 61.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality
Justin
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ketel Marte stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Ketel Marte.
First pitch misses. That's a little bit low.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one ripped left field. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. So he goes yard to left. And they add on. It's 5-2. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Now up next for Arizona, Josh Naylor. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And base hit.
All over that one right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So a man at first. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper.
That's out.
One on, nobody out, a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch, not close. Naylor, the lead runner at second. Gurriel on at first with nobody out. Outside low, and that's ball 2.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
That's 3 singles in a row. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And that one fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Two and one now. And that one fouled off.
Three and two.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. On the ground to first. And it gets by him. One run's in.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Justin Lawrence departs, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching.
So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Lucas Gilbert.
And he comes on in a close game with a pretty big mess to clean up. He's going to have to make some great pitches the rest of this inning to keep him in it.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Now it's the DH, Pavin Smith. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores on the play.
Catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. Bases juiced. No outs. And a count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing, and he breaks his back. Makes the catch. One down.
I understand with the bases loaded. Start licking your chops thinking you can hit a four-bagger, but really have to be disciplined and not let the pitcher off the hook.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
To short, could be two. One at second.
Out.
What a double play that was. Inning over. 3 runs on 6 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Rockies 2. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Bryant now. And that curveball drops in there for a strike. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Ryan Thompson up and throwing. Man Supply warming up as well. Bryant checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he held up. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
And a swing and a miss. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to
Up
that
next
slider.
for the
Broke
Rockies,
hard out of the
left
zone, and he
fielder,
just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The D-backs leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th.
All one.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
That misses, and the count is even 2-2.
99 pitches, about to throw his 100th here in the 7th inning. This is where you really start looking for any signs of fatigue.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here comes. And we're back.
Leading
We
off
go
for
to the
the
8th,
Diamondbacks,
and now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Gilbreth back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And that one missing low. And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, second baseman, Ketel
So digging
Marte.
in, Ketel Marte. He's already homered in this game. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Gilbreth, a 6'1 lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. And another ball. Carroll gets his lead at first with nobody out. That one fouled off.
Let's go, Rockies!
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there. And that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Naylor, the next to hit, takes ball one.
1-0.
Next
Ball
pitch misses
inside.
inside, and the count is 2-0. Just
Inside,
off the
ball
inside edge. Next offering in there for a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball to bring the count full.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
First and second, 1 out. Next to hit, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Goes to second for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Rockies 2. Back here at Coors Field, on to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Sam Hilliard. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope, that's a ball.
The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Kendall
1-1.
Graveman up and throwing for manager Torey Lovello. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 and 1.
Strike. The count is full.
That one misses.
Ball
So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Catcher, Jacob.
And at first, here's the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2. That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plate.
Slider misses outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Here's a rocket out to left. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So back to the top of the order. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies.
Nope.
That one close, ruled a ball. And
1-0.
that is ball one. And he chases that one below the zone.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see
One
a
ball,
pitcher maybe
2
double
strikes.
up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
On the ground to the left. Handles, throws to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Now here is Ryan McMahon. 0 for 3 in this one.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do.
That's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Stallings leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's the shortstop,
Up next for the
Ezekiel
Rockies, The
Tovar.
shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
First
That's a ball.
offering, and it just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
The shortstop
Ball 2.
takes the ball. And that one pulled foul. That's
Ball
off the
3.
mark. 3-1 now. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a chopper out to short. Perdomo zips it to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Rockies 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Victor
Now
Vodnik.
pitching for the
And we all know
Rockies,
about his slider. It's just filthy,
Number
man. And
38.
one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Leading off,
Leading
Jake
off the
McCarthy.
Diamondbacks.
If there's nobody on in
Jake
front of him,
McCarthy.
a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
That one is
Counts 1-0.
upstairs. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Tanner Gordon, the young right-hander, up and throwing. That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a tapper. Stallings throw to first in time. out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
Third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. That's back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
And now Pavin Smith. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that's downstairs and outside. On the ground right side. Sends it to first. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Rockies 3.
Now pitching for
Back
Arizona.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Kendall Graveman.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So in now for Colorado, Michael Toglia. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Toglia.
And he grounds one to the right side. Marte throws to first in time. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
The designated hitter, Chris Bryant.
He's 2 outs away. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That catches the outside corner. And that's strike 1. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Rockies down to their final out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach where you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Jones in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That one pushed to the left and foul. The Rockies down to their final strike. Breaking ball inside. And the count 1 and 2. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that is the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field. As we